Hey everyone, back with another video this week. Last week's video was really popular. I did a video on what it's like to be a full-time author and earning an income as a writer. So yeah, that was super popular. And I will be doing more tips for indies. I think you guys already voted on my next topic, which was 5 lessons I've learned indie publishing, so that'll be up next. But I also wanted to make sure that my readers aren't alienated. So not everybody is a writer, and most people are probably following this Instagram account because they know me through my books. So yeah, I don't want to alienate anyone. So what I decided I'll do is I'll probably alternate between doing indie publishing tips and also doing these author updates that are all about my books and my process and sort of what's going on with me. So yeah, that's the plan for the coming weeks anyway. But yeah, today is going to be a book update. So with book 1 for next year's series, the title reveal is just around the corner. So my newsletter in December, all my newsletter people will be the first to know about the title for next year's book, which is daunting but exciting. I'm really keen to get it out there because it's something that I've kept secret now for about a year or so. But yeah, so I strongly recommend that you sign up to my newsletter if you're interested in anything to do with next year's book, because that's going to be jam-packed with sort of exclusive content that I won't be posting on Instagram or Facebook or any of that. Yeah, it'll have the title, a brief synopsis. I might even do a sneak peek at the map. I can actually probably do that now a little bit. Oh, that is a real sneak peek. That's up on my wall there. I've just had it printed. But yeah, newsletter subscribers will get a proper peek of that, I think, in December's newsletter. It will also tell readers what they can expect from me in 2021, and yeah, I've got loads of really cool stuff planned for the launch of the book, and yeah, I really suggest signing up, and you can do that just in the link in my bio. But yeah, in terms of the book itself, we decided to go in a different direction for the cover. So if you've been following this journey for a little while now, you might know that originally the cover was done and dusted. It was ready to go, but as with all things in 2020, it just didn't go to plan. So we're actually starting from square one with the cover. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because I've learnt to put the camera in front of the window, but what you can't see is that behind the camera is a window to someone else's apartment, and they're just sitting in the window watching me do my video, so it feels a bit weird. But yeah, different direction with the cover for book 1, which means we're starting from scratch. So that will be designed in the very early months of next year. So that's super exciting. Also a little bit daunting, but such is life, I guess. The book itself is typeset, ready to go. The proofreader's booked in for January, and yeah, I'm really excited about all the launch stuff I've got planned, because yeah, it's a very different experience publishing the first book in a new series than it was publishing my first ever book. I feel like I've learned a lot along the way, and I mean, there's definitely extra pressure that I didn't really realize was there with the first book I ever did. But I'm excited to kind of put into play all these other lessons that I've learnt, and hopefully I can have a really exciting launch for you guys, with lots of goodies and lots of exciting little things going on. So yeah, if you've been following my Instagram stories, you might have seen a couple of reader polls that I've put out there in terms of book plates, and what else have I put out? I think just the book plates one, but that's where I'll be posting in terms of getting your guys' opinions and sort of what you would be excited to have and stuff. So that's book 1. Yeah, so book 1 for me is all about the marketing and the promotion at the moment, and sort of putting those things into play. Where am I? Okay. Book 2. It's Sorry, I'm getting some messages pop up there. Yeah, book 2 is what I'm working on primarily at the moment. I was finding that really, really difficult to get into. I think I've just spent so long on the computer this year, and I didn't have much of a break between drafting the second book and then trying to rework it. So yeah, I was finding it really hard to stay concentrated and motivated on the computer. So I've printed it out. It's a big mess over there. But I have posted some behind the scenes stuff on Instagram. You might have seen it earlier this week. But yeah, I've printed it out, and I've sort of tried to switch my mentality a little bit. I've kind of migrated to the dining table in a different room, had it all spread out. I've decided that for the next little while, I'm just going to be working on paper, which has really helped, at least today. So I'm hoping that that sort of continues on, because yeah, it was, it's hard to just do everything on the computer and switch like mindsets, like for marketing, editing, writing. So yeah, I'm working on paper at the moment, and I think I've made a bit of a dent in a couple of chapters today. So that's good news. Overall, I guess it's been a bit of a strange time in my writing life. I've never been this far ahead in terms of like production and writing for a series. So when I did the Armentrout Chronicles, I was just kind of like writing as I was publishing, whereas this series, because I published Dawn of Mist and the Omnibus this year, it kind of gave me a bit of a buffer to get as far ahead in the new series as I could. So yeah, I've got the first one's ready. The second one I'm redrafting at the moment. But yeah, so that's good in a way, but also the closer we get to next year, like the marketing and the production stuff is starting to creep into the creative space I've sort of carved out for myself. So I'm not as focused on book 2 as I would like to be. Like, I would like to be really immersed in the story and the world and the characters, but I find myself like in the middle of a sentence, I'll start to think about, making a bookmark, or, social media, or other cool things I can do for the launch of the first book. I am starting to get a bit antsy that I haven't had any reader feedback on the first book, and so that's sort of stalling me a little bit in terms of feeling motivated to keep going with book 2, because nobody's read the first one, so I don't even know if people will want to read the second one. But yeah, the other thing that sort of distracted me lately is the thought of diversifying my income. So this sort of veers into more indie sort of topic than like the writing process and stuff, but it is something that's taking up my time and my energy. Just that I've got this nagging feeling that I need to diversify my income a little bit more, because the majority of my income comes from Amazon, and so it would be nice to have a portion from Amazon, a portion from somewhere else, a portion from like maybe my website or something like that, just to have a bit of peace of mind, because if something ever went wrong with Amazon, that would mean that I could not afford to pay my rent or my groceries or anything like that. But yeah, so I might go into that in another video altogether, and ask you guys for your opinion on some stuff. I've got some ideas floating around about what I might like to do to diversify my income, and that actually is geared much more towards the writers in my readership. But yeah, we'll see. One sec. What else was I going to say? I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, the Six Figure Author podcast, which I've mentioned before. What else? I've just discovered one. Janet Murray, and that's not particularly like author focused at all. It's all about content marketing, but she's got some fantastic episodes that have like really actionable steps in how to improve your content and how to improve your Instagram account and all that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in marketing, I definitely check out janetmurray.co.uk. She's fantastic. In terms of like guilty pleasures, I have discovered From Blood and Ash, which is so many people have been posting about this book, and I read the first and the second one in a matter of days, and I was totally addicted. And then I found out that the third book's not out till April, so I'm quietly devastated about that. But yeah, that's all from me at the moment, I think. Wish me luck with my writing, please. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.